The last stitch we are going to cover today is the bullion knot. So this is a long, thin knot. Let's see here. There we go. That sits flush with the fabric. I used this for some of my flowers here. You could also use it for flower centers, as leaves, as other flower petals, as little buds, really wherever you want this nice thin knot. It's the long thin knot there. All right. To make our bullion knot, we will bring our needle up along one side of our line. Feel our knot nice and flush with the back of the fabric. Now go back down into the fabric at the other end of our line, and then we will pop our needle up back through the fabric right next to where we started. So you can see my needle is now sitting in the fabric here. I like to prop my finger underneath my needle, and with the thread that is coming out of the fabric, I will wrap this around my needle until this wrapped section is about the same size as that space right there. Once it is, I will pinch everything against my knot. Pinch everything against my needle and gently tug my needle so that the thread pulls through. And then I want to pull towards the base of my knot down here and press all of those loops so they're nice and tight together and flush with the fabric. And then I will bring my needle back down right next to where I started, right next to where I ended at the base of that knot there. So let's do that again. Bring your needle up at one end of your knot. Go back down at the other end of your knot and pop your needle up through the fabric right next to where you came up. And I push my needle through a little bit so that way I have more to work with on one end, but it is still resting in the fabric there. Then I will take that thread that is coming out of the fabric, wrap it around my needle until I have enough wraps that fill in that space. So I think we can do a few more here. That looks good. Now pinch everything together and gently pull my needle through, tug towards the bottom of our knot, and slide all of those wraps so that they're flush with the fabric. Now go back into the fabric right at the bottom of our knot there. And that is how you make the bullion knot.